Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever caught yourself wondering, who am I really? We often think we know, yet our answers usually only scratch the surface. For many, self-identity revolves around labels, our age, job, background, or the roles we play in life. But what if we're all missing something deeper? Beneath our day-to-day personas lies an untapped source of awareness, a sense of self that doesn't change with time or circumstance. This video will help you explore what it means to understand and connect with this core of who you are, offering insights that can shift your perception, ease your struggles, and give you a fresh perspective on life's ups and downs. You'll learn how to put an end to suffering and anxiety, so stick around. You might just discover something incredibly transformative. Let's begin. Understanding true self beyond labels. When you think about who you are, what's the first thing that comes to mind? If you're like most people, you might start by listing out details about your life, your name, where you live, your job, or your interests. These things often feel like they define us, but these are only layers. They don't capture the full picture. Our identity isn't something as static as our job title or background. Those things can change. They come and go, just as life itself shifts and transforms. Yet there is something within us that stays consistent, something unchanging and resilient despite the waves of life. Have you ever noticed that when life presents challenges, or you find yourself facing difficult emotions, there's a part of you that simply observes, stands back and watches without being swept away? That part of you, the observer, remains stable, anchored, and undisturbed. In this way, you're not someone who suffers, you're just an observer of that suffering. It's this awareness, this inner steadiness, that makes up the true self. Many people don't consciously recognize this observing self. They identify with their roles and experiences so deeply that they forget about the quiet presence behind it all, the one that stays unchanged. But realizing that this observer exists can be a powerful step toward understanding your real identity. Shifting from reaction to observation. Think about the last time you felt anxious. Anxiety is often a signal of uncertainty or worry about the future. Your mind might race with possibilities, what-ifs and fears, each one more intimidating than the last. It can feel like these thoughts are all-consuming, like they are you. But here's a question to consider. Who is noticing these anxious thoughts? There's a part of you observing this feeling of anxiety without actually being part of it. You aren't the anxiety itself, you're the awareness of it. By becoming conscious of this difference, you create a separation between yourself and the anxiety. It allows you to see it for what it is, a passing experience, not a permanent state or a reflection of who you truly are. Similarly, think about any time you've gotten caught up in overthinking. Maybe you replayed a past conversation or worried endlessly over an upcoming decision. Now consider the fact that you're able to recognize this habit of overthinking. Just by acknowledging it, you've already shifted from being swept away by thoughts to observing them. This realization helps you step back and understand that you are not defined by these patterns of thought. This practice of observation can create a sense of calm and objectivity. It allows you to watch emotions and thoughts pass by without attaching to them, like watching clouds move across the sky. They're there, but they don't define the sky. The sky, like your true self, remains open and spacious, untouched by the ever-changing weather. Discovering the power of pure awareness. You may wonder, what's the benefit of recognizing this awareness? In moments of stress or difficulty, tapping into this inner awareness can give you peace and resilience. Instead of feeling trapped by circumstances, you can witness them with calm detachment. To put it in perspective, imagine you're at a busy train station. Trains are constantly arriving and departing, each carrying passengers with specific destinations. These trains can represent your thoughts and emotions, each one with its own energy, its own story. But as the observer, you're like the station itself, grounded, unmovable, allowing thoughts and emotions to come and go without being swayed. It's okay if you don't feel this way right now. Often, we define ourselves through our senses and conditions so strongly that it's challenging to detach from them and fully be who we are, the observer, the awareness itself, not the one who senses, feels, or suffers. This realization frees you to engage with life from a place of calm and clarity. This ability to connect with pure awareness doesn't remove us from life. Rather, it allows us to experience it fully without being dominated by it. You find you're able to approach even the toughest moments with an open heart, because instead of being consumed by pain or sadness, you recognize them as experiences moving through you, not the entirety of who you are. This pure awareness lets you reconnect with a sense of inner peace, regardless of what's happening around you. Think about how liberating this can be. Life is full of unexpected turns, some painful and challenging, but by tapping into this sense of self that isn't affected by temporary events, you begin to move through life with a sense of stability and strength. Living from awareness, a path to inner peace. Understanding your true self as awareness can transform your experience of life. You no longer see yourself as defined by past mistakes, regrets, or even future anxieties. You can observe them, understand them, but they don't become you, they simply pass through. Imagine that every difficult experience is like a wave on the ocean. Waves may rise and fall, but the ocean remains steady, regardless of the turbulence on the surface. You too have that same depth beneath the surface of thoughts, emotions, and challenges. There's a profound stillness, an inner peace. This doesn't mean you're detached from life's richness or that you stop feeling joy, sadness, or excitement. Instead, you learn to embrace these feelings without letting them dictate your inner state. When you cultivate this awareness, you start to see yourself beyond labels, beyond experiences, and beyond temporary emotions. It brings about a profound shift in how you handle everyday challenges. The things that used to trigger or frustrate you now have less power over you, as you can simply witness them from a place of peace. This sense of detachment doesn't lead to apathy, but to compassion. You see that everyone else is also carrying layers of stories, struggles, and beliefs about who they are. By understanding your own deeper self, you can relate to others from a place of empathy and kindness. You realize that everyone is, at their core, an observer of their lives, just as you are. This can transform how you interact with others, making it easier to connect without judgment or expectation. So, who are you beyond all the roles, identities, and experiences? You're an observer, a witness, an awareness that stands steady through every high and low. Recognizing this truth can lead you to a more fulfilling and peaceful life, one that isn't dictated by external situations, but shaped from a place of inner clarity. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or stuck in a loop of overthinking, remember to shift your focus inward. Who is it that's aware of these thoughts and feelings? You'll find a calm, steady presence, a part of you that's untouched by life's storms. This awareness is your true self, offering a place of peace no matter what you're facing. As you walk through life, keep coming back to this awareness and notice how it changes the way you experience the world. This journey isn't about detaching from life, but fully embracing it with a steady heart and a peaceful mind. Remember, you are not the labels, the struggles, or even the thoughts that pass through you. You are the awareness itself, a presence that's far more vast, peaceful, and powerful than you may have ever realized. Thank you for taking this journey with me. If you found value here, please like this video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your magnificent journey by watching one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.